Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to the videos. Another paid request. This time from Walker. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. It could be a topic, tier list, reaction, commentary, review, video game playthrough. I'll get to it as soon as I can. But Walker wanted me to react to his list of his 10, his ranking is of Quentin Tarantino's films, which has been about 10 of them. So he went from 10 to 1, wanted me to list his ranking and give my opinion. I guess also what my ranking would be. This is what he says. This is my ranking of Quentin Tarantino movies, all 10 movies he directed, from least favorite number 10 to favorite number 1. I know it considers Kill Bill as one big movie, but I'll count both Kill Bill movies individually. How might you rank them? My ranking is really interchangeable and changed over the years. Spots number 8 and number 3. Well, actually, spots number 8 through 3 were hard to rank. Number 10, Jackie Brown, which he considers good. I like Jackie Brown. There's other films of his I like less. I think Hateful Eight and Genuine Chain would be near the bottom. Hateful Eight, Inglourious Basterds, those two would be bottom of the list for me. I do not like the Hateful Eight at all. At all. Inglourious Basterds, I like the bits with Brad Pitt. That's really the only bits I like, though. So those are my two least favorite Tarantino films. I like pretty much the rest of his stuff. So, yeah, Jackie Brown I like more than those. Number 9, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, good, but probably the least rewatchable movie despite some really good scenes. Well, okay, I'm confused. If it's the least rewatchable, then why is that not number 10 instead of number 9? If it's the least rewatchable. And I disagree. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was really good. I thought Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt were wonderful. The ending was surprising and ballsy, to give a big old fuck you to Charles Manson's family of Neanderthals, as I put it, fucking dumbasses that get their comeuppance rather good. As Tarantino's like, fuck that, this is my movie, I'm going to change history. I just like sort of the take on fame and the dwindling doldrums of fame, as Leo was a popular guy, and then his character's TV show was dwindling, and then lo and behold, he went to Italy to do some stuff, and now he's back on top again. I think they did a great job showcasing that era of Hollywood. Yeah, Al Pacino in there, among other recognizable faces. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a nice surprise. That might be in my top 5. I don't know. So I disagree with it being that low. Number 8, Death Proof, really good. I do like Death Proof. Kurt Russell really made that film. Number 7, Reservoir Dogs, really good. Most people would probably have it a little higher. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'll think about it. Kill Bill Volume 2, number 6. Super good. 5, Inglourious Basterds, awesome movie. Used to be high, but for some reason I shifted, and it's very enjoyable while a little slow at some points in the movie. I disagree. I don't like Inglourious Basterds. I think it's a very overrated film. Number 4, The Hateful Eight. Probably his most underrated movie for me, just an inch higher than Inglourious Basterds. I disagree. I think that film sucks. Number 3, Kill Bill Volume 1, awesome movie. Number 2, Genuine Change, one of his most fun movies. Number 1, Pulp Fiction, awesome. Well, I mean, for the most part, Tarantino's had a great filmography. I like most of those movies. Pulp Fiction is a good choice for number 1. Kill Bill Volume 1. That's another good choice to be up there, fairly high. If I had to look at what my list would be, let me see. Let me look at all the films here. All the films we got. I would say my ranking. Like I say, the ranking I would disagree with stuff. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Jackie Brown, I would probably move to where Inglourious Basterds and Hateful Eight are. In my ranking, I would switch those. Just number one for me is Kill Bill Volume 1. Saw that in the theater. Was a wonderful experience in the theater. A lot of fun. Fantastic action sequences. Great soundtrack. Very fast pace. Uma Thurman was a badass. Loved that movie. That was such a great experience to see in the theater, and love the style of it. Love what Tarantino did. Where okay, now we have a section where it's all done in anime. I think the fight he has with the 88, the crazy 88, is just an insane, well choreographed sequence. I love Kill Bill Volume 1. That'd be my number one favorite. Number two, I would put Pulp Fiction. So we both have those two movies in the top three. But for me, Kill Bill Volume 1 is number one. Pulp Fiction is number two. I'm thinking, what would be number three? Once Upon a Time in... Well, let's see. I do like Kill Bill Volume 2. I'll put that as number 3. It's one of those things that you kind of put all the action in Volume 1, so Volume 2 felt a bit longer. It felt a bit more sluggish. But it was still nice to see that story completed. You don't need any more Kill Bill films. And Uma Thurman gets her revenge. I like the scenes we see showcasing her training. Nice brutal fight between her and Daryl Hannah. Nice to see Michael Madsen have some stuff to do. Same with David Carradine. May he rest in peace. I liked his little dialogue about Superman Clark Kent. Like I said, it did feel a bit slower compared with the first one, but I still like that one. So, yeah, that'll be number 3, Kill Bill Volume 2. Number 4, I would put Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Number 5, I would probably put... between Jackie Brown and Death Proof. Jackie Brown, I mean, you got Pam Grier, you got Michael Keaton, you got Robert Forster. Okay, so 1, Kill Bill Volume 1, 2, Pulp Fiction, 3, Kill Bill Volume 2, 4, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 5, I'll put Jackie Brown. I really like the cast in that, especially Robert Forster. You got Robert De Niro, you got Sam Jackson. Number 6, I would put Death Proof. Because I like that film, but what made that work the first time is that you didn't expect the halfway movie twist where these characters, all of a sudden they get all knocked out and killed. And like, oh shit, you just killed the whole cast. Now we're introduced to a new set of characters. So now if you watch it again, you kind of just, you know that's happening. You're kind of just waiting for it to happen. And what makes it work is Kurt Russell's performance. Plus, I didn't like that lady at the end. Just, oh, tap that ass. Oh, tap that ass. She says that like 87 times. It got annoying after the 5th time. 2 or 3 times fine, but not 80 fucking times. But it was great to see Zoe Bell do her thing. Her stunt worked in there. So I'll put that. And Kurt Russell's great in it. So that'd be 3... 4, Jackie Brown. Number 6. So number 7. Yeah, number 7 I put Reservoir Dogs. So that'd be in the same ballpark. Me and you. Reservoir Dogs number 7. Number 8, I would put Django Unchained. I do like Jamie Foxx and Leonardo DiCaprio in that. I do like the very bloody gun squibs, like almost explosions of blood. I love some of the callbacks, like the song from They Call Me Trinity at the end. Boo doo 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 doo. Do 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 do. I just don't think the movie needed to be that damn long. But I think if that was more tightly edited, it would have been higher on the list. But I don't mind Django Unchained. I have issues with it, but I don't mind it. At least I think Jamie Foxx did a good job. So all those I do like. And I said, was that number 8? The two I don't like is Inglourious Basterds number 9, Hateful Eight number 10. Inglourious Basterds, I hate the opening. I know people praise the opening, up, down, and center. I do not know why. It's a guy going in and talking for what feels like 20 fucking minutes. And I know it's supposed to be this tense situation where you get into the mindset of Christoph Waltz's character, and this is leading up to him finding that there's people being hidden and getting them killed. I kind of figured that was going to happen anyway, and I was just bored. And what he said, what he was talking about, I did not find that fucking interesting. And I'm kind of sitting there going, when is this movie going to start? Brad Pitt, I enjoyed his character. I enjoyed his personality. But I think there's a lot of spots that I just found fairly boring. And the whole changing history stuff at the end, I can appreciate, in that case, like what they do with Hitler. But I just thought that type of thing was done better in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. At least for me. And number 10, I do not like The Hateful Eight at all. I think that's a terrible movie in my opinion. Not in terms of cinematography, but I think the cast is completely wasted. I think it's way too fucking slow. It's way too fucking boring. There's pretty much them riding in the snow. Then they get into that bar, that tavern, and I think Kurt Russell's character gets killed off way too soon. I think that the last person standing, like, I mean, I kind of don't I don't really get what he's going for. Maybe it's just the type of movies he's referencing are not really the type of movies I care for or grew up with. The nihilistic. I've seen spaghetti westerns, but not as much of the nihilistic ones, and just didn't care for the story. I honestly thought the cast was rather wasted. The only thing that's interesting is that he uses some music from, I think some unused music from John Carpenter's The Thing. That's really the only note I remember that I liked. That's another film I thought was way too damn long. So yeah, I dislike Inglourious Basterds and I hate The Hateful Eight. No pun intended. So, but the rest of it I like. So, as for the list, again, Jackie Brown, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I would switch with Hateful Eight and Inglourious Basterds. Django Unchained for me would be lower on the list. Once Upon a Time, well, I mentioned that. Kill Bill Volume 2 would be higher on the list. But again, Kill Bill Volume 1, Pulp Fiction, they're both in our top threes. We both have Reservoir Dogs at number 7. So, I would say I definitely like Jackie Brown, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood more than you. But he likes all these movies. To me, I don't like The Hateful Eight at all. I don't get the appeal of it. But yeah, Pulp Fiction is great. Kill Bill films are great. I know there's the whole bloody affair. I'm sure you can find that online. I don't think that's ever been released in the U.S. yet. I don't think so. If I'm wrong, feel free to let me know. But yeah, with that said, thanks once again, Walker. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.